Just about every New Mexican will be driving somewhere this holiday season. Many may not realize they are on a stretch of highway that is far and away more dangerous than any other in the state. Matt Grubbs shows you where it is and why it can be so scary in tonight's special assignment.
It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and Officer Robert Bailey is shooting fish in a barrel.
It's gonna be on a red International westbound. It's gonna be on a white Freightliner, and we're northbound on 128. One aboard.
Bailey's a motor transportation officer, a truck cop.
Hello.
And he'll haul in his limit yet again on this shift.
1821 Frank Tom Henry.
Speed limit out here is 55, okay? You came through at 63.
The roads that run between Roswell, Artesia, Carlsbad, and Hobbs are busier and more deadly than ever. With the boom economy pumping oil out of the land and money into it, everyday drivers with everyday distractions share the road with tired oil field workers.
When did you go to work this morning? What time?
I started at 4 in the morning.
4 in the morning?
Yeah.
Okay, when are you going back?
Just the amount of traffic has skyrocketed in this area.
Captain Lance Bateman tracks deadly accidents his officers respond to on the roads around Artesia, Carlsbad, and Hobbs. In 2014, the count is up to 46, with holiday travel season yet to come.
It's a little bit after 4 o'clock right now, and for about the past half hour, there's been a steady stream of 20 to 30 cars and trucks piling up at this intersection. They're almost all coming out of the oil and gas fields, and you can bet many of them have worked a 12-hour shift.
All there is to look at is lines on the highway. People are fatigued from working long hours. They drift off, and that's where we're seeing a lot of our crashes.
In Lee County, over the past 3 years, alcohol-related deadly crashes have dropped by 50%. Every other kind of fatal crash has tripled.
The truck and the car ended up in the bushes right there, and it was a massive impact.
Officer Bailey sees everyday drivers at fault just as much as commercial drivers, blowing stop signs without looking for the 80,000-pound behemoths that are on them in a second, with no place to go.
Not only the trucking industry, but the people are going to have to start thinking about a truck.
State Police Sergeant Jason Knapp's rush hour shift
Stand by, sir. I have 3 crashes. Let me get all the information.
starts with all 3 officers tied up.
When there's only so few of us out, we end up being more reactive, going from a crash to another crash.
Hello, how are you tonight?
Everyone, including Knapp, is in a hurry. More cars on the road means more crashes.
You're used to driving the same way to work every day and seeing 3 or 4 cars on the road or what have you. Now there's triple the amount of traffic.
At the end of the night, he bumps into Officer Bailey.
Just overcorrected it.
Okay.
Right over.
On a crash where a driver didn't know the roads and shouldn't have been behind the wheel that day.
Big time out of service on his hours.
He's over his hours.
Oh, yeah.
With hundreds of non-fatal crashes like this one to add to the dozens of fatal ones, safety is a hard problem to solve. The state has boosted the road budget for the 3-county area by almost 70%. Take US 82 near Artesia, where the DOT wants to add lanes to 26 miles of road.
Roughly $90 million, equivalent to what we've spent on Paseo del Norte in Albuquerque.
Transportation Secretary Tom Church has $300 million worth of projects planned.
It's a start. That's about $300 million. It's not enough.
Church puts the need at closer to $500 million, let alone the true cost of some of New Mexico's deadliest roads.
It's dangerous. We don't need any more lives lost.
In Eddy County, Matt Grubbs, KRQE News 13.
Money from the oil boom helps the state in some ways, but it does not pay for road improvements. We have more on KRQE.com, including crash numbers on those stretches of highway that Matt just showed you. There's also a list of where the state plans to spend the money to make the roads safer.